Welcome to the final part of our complete 2026-27 Premier League season preview. We've already analysed 15 clubs, and now it's time to complete the picture. Can West Ham return to Europe? Can Sunderland continue their remarkable rise? Will Leeds and Burnley survive after promotion? And can Wolves finally rebuild into a consistent Premier League force? Let's finish our breakdown of all 20 Premier League clubs. West Ham United are a club caught between two worlds. A historic English football institution with a passionate fan base, but also a club that knows its ambitions have grown. The Hammers have already achieved a major milestone by winning a European trophy in recent years. Now comes the harder challenge, turning one great achievement into a new era of consistent success. For 2026-27, the question is, can West Ham become a regular European contender again? West Ham's journey has changed dramatically over the last decade. They moved from a traditional mid-table identity into a club capable of competing in Europe. But expectations have also changed. Fans no longer only want Premier League survival, they want ambition. After years of stability under David Moyes, West Ham entered a new tactical era. The club initially appointed Graham Potter to implement a flexible, possession-based style. Now, heading into the 2026-27 campaign, they have handed the reins to Nuno Espirito Santo to deliver results. The challenge is creating a team that combines attacking quality with defensive reliability. West Ham's future success depends on finding the right balance. Previous versions of the team were known for defensive organization, physicality, and counter-attacking threat. The next evolution is becoming more dominant with the ball. Key tactical features are structured possession, intelligent pressing, quick attacking transitions, wide attacking threat, and defensive organization. The best West Ham team will not be one that only reacts. It will be one that controls matches. West Ham have traditionally been dangerous because of their physical qualities and attacking moments. To move higher, they need stronger consistency in key areas. West Ham's strengths are Premier League experience, strong fan support, European competition experience, attacking talent, and set-piece quality. Areas to improve are defensive consistency, controlling possession against elite teams, maintaining form across a full season, and squad balance. Jarrod Bowen, the attacking leader. Jarrod Bowen has become one of West Ham's most important players. His movement, finishing, work rate, and ability to decide matches make him central to their attacking threat. For West Ham to challenge higher up the table, Bowen's consistency will be crucial. Konstantinos Mavropanos. Defensive strength. West Ham need defensive reliability to compete in a demanding league. Mavropanos provides physical presence and aerial ability. Important qualities in English football. The biggest challenge for 2026-27 is finding consistency. West Ham's biggest issue has often been turning good periods into sustained success. They have shown they can beat top teams. They have shown they can compete in Europe, but the Premier League rewards consistency above everything. West Ham have already proven they can win on the European stage. Now the challenge is returning regularly. European football requires squad depth, rotation, and smart management. West Ham remain one of the Premier League's most interesting clubs. They have the stadium, the fan base, the resources, and the ambition. The next step is creating a team that matches those expectations every week. The Hammers are no longer dreaming about one magical European run. They are searching for a sustainable place among England's ambitious clubs. West Ham are chasing another breakthrough, but one of English football's most historic names has fought its way back to the Premier League stage. Next, Sunderland. The return of a sleeping giant. Some football clubs are too big to stay away forever. They may fall, they may struggle, they may spend years away from the spotlight, but eventually the giants start waking up. For Sunderland AFC, the journey back has been one of the most dramatic stories in English football. After years away from the Premier League, the Black Cats returned and shocked everyone by not only surviving, but competing at a level few expected. Sunderland's 2026-27 season is not about simply returning, it is about proving they belong. Sunderland achieved a remarkable Premier League return, finishing 7th in their first season back and earning European qualification, a rare achievement for a promoted club. The biggest reason behind Sunderland's transformation has been their football identity. Régis Le Bris arrived with a reputation for developing young players and building organized, modern teams. Instead of approaching the Premier League with fear, Sunderland attacked the challenge with ambition. Sunderland's football philosophy is high intensity, intelligent pressing, fast transitions, young, hungry squad profile, and strong tactical discipline. Sunderland are not trying to copy the richest clubs. They are building a team that reflects their own strengths. The modern Sunderland project is built around smart recruitment. Instead of spending only on famous names, the club has targeted players with potential, resale value, and the ability to fit the system. That approach has helped Sunderland create a squad capable of competing, despite operating differently from the Premier League giants. Sunderland's strengths are defensive organisation, team intensity, young squad with room to improve, strong home atmosphere, and recruitment strategy. Areas to improve are maintaining consistency over 38 matches, handling European schedule demands, increasing attacking output against elite defences, and squad depth compared with top clubs. Granit Xhaka, the midfield leader. Every rising team needs experience. Granit Xhaka brings something Sunderland cannot develop overnight: elite-level experience. His leadership, passing range, and ability to control the rhythm of matches provide balance to a young squad. In difficult Premier League moments, players like Xhaka can be the difference between surviving and succeeding. Chris Rigg, the homegrown star. Sunderland's academy has always been part of the club's identity. Chris Rigg represents the future of the Black Cats. His technical ability, maturity, and confidence make him one of the most exciting young players connected with the club. The challenge is turning potential into consistent Premier League performances. Robin Roefs, the new defensive foundation. Promotion stories are often built on defensive reliability. Goalkeepers who can make decisive saves create the platform for success. Robin Roefs represents Sunderland's modern recruitment strategy, identifying talent and developing players for the highest level. Wilson Isidore, the attacking threat. Sunderland need goals to continue progressing. Wilson Isidore provides pace, movement, and attacking energy. For a club competing against financially stronger opponents, having forwards capable of creating something from limited chances is essential. Sunderland's biggest test in 2026. 27 may not be the Premier League itself. It may be handling success. European football brings more matches, more travel, and greater pressure. Many clubs struggle after achieving a breakthrough because expectations rise faster than squad development. Can Sunderland become a permanent Premier League club? History tells us promoted teams often struggle, but Sunderland's story is different. They have a massive fan base, a historic stadium, a strong football identity, and a clear plan. The challenge now is avoiding the cycle of promotion and relegation that has affected many clubs. Sunderland are one of the most fascinating teams in the Premier League. They are not expected to compete financially with England's richest clubs, but football is not played on spreadsheets alone. With smart recruitment, strong coaching, and one of England's most passionate fan bases, Sunderland have the ingredients to build something special. The sleeping giant has awakened. Now the mission is simple. Stay awake. Sunderland have returned to the top flight with belief and ambition. But another historic club has also fought its way back to the Premier League stage. Next, Leeds United. The return of a football powerhouse. Some clubs are defined by trophies, some are defined by tradition, and some are defined by the passion of their supporters. Leeds United belong in that final category. One of England's biggest football institutions, Leeds have experienced incredible highs and painful lows. From dominating English football in the 1960s and 70s, to European nights, to a long wait outside the Premier League spotlight, the journey has been dramatic. Now, Leeds are back. The question for 2026. 27 is not just whether they can survive, it is whether they can rebuild themselves as a true Premier League force once again. Leeds United are not an ordinary club. Their fan base expects ambition. Their history demands attacking football, and their stadium creates one of the most intense atmospheres in English football. But returning to the Premier League is only the beginning. The challenge is closing the gap between a historic name and the modern elite. Daniel Farke has experience building successful teams in English football. His approach focuses on organization, possession control, and creating teams capable of dominating matches. For Leeds, the challenge is adapting that philosophy to the speed and quality of Premier League football. Leeds have traditionally been associated with intensity. The modern version must combine that energy with Premier League-level control. Key tactical features are high-energy pressing, quick attacking transitions, wide attacking threat, strong midfield involvement, and aggressive approach at Elland Road. At home, Leeds will look to make Elland Road a fortress. Against bigger clubs, discipline and efficiency will be essential. Promotion-winning teams often rely on confidence and momentum, but the Premier League tests every weakness. Leeds United's strengths are huge home support, championship-winning mentality, strong attacking atmosphere, young players with potential and historic identity and pressure. Areas to improve are defensive consistency, squad depth compared with established Premier League clubs, handling pressure in difficult away matches, and converting chances against elite defenses. Ao Tanaka, the midfield controller. Leeds need midfielders who can handle Premier League intensity. Tanaka brings technical ability, intelligence, and composure. His ability to connect defense and attack could be crucial as Leeds attempt to control matches against stronger opponents. Dan James, the pace weapon. Premier League football rewards speed. Dan James provides direct running, pressing ability, and the experience of playing at the highest level. His ability to stretch defensive lines gives Leeds an important attacking option. Joe Rodon, defensive leader. Promotion teams need stability at the back. Joe Rodon's physical presence, aerial ability, and defensive experience provide an important foundation. Leeds will need strong defensive performances if they want to avoid being dragged into a relegation battle. Ethan Ampadu, the versatile leader. Modern Premier League squads need players who can perform in multiple positions. Ethan Ampadu's tactical intelligence and versatility make him one of Leeds' most valuable players. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The addition of Calvert-Lewin provides Leeds with a proven Premier League focal point and physical aerial threat in the box. Many clubs dominate the Championship, but discover the Premier League is a completely different challenge. The speed is higher. The mistakes are punished immediately, and every opponent has world-class talent. Leeds must prove they have evolved since their previous Premier League spell. If Leeds have one weapon that cannot be measured by statistics, it is their supporters. Elland Road can create one of the most intimidating environments in England. For a promoted team, home form could decide everything. Can Leeds return to the elite? Leeds have the ingredients that many clubs dream about. Huge fan base, famous stadium, proud history, but modern football rewards planning, recruitment, and consistency. The club must build patiently while matching the expectations of supporters who remember the glory years. Leeds United's return is one of the biggest stories of the Premier League season. Their first objective is stability. Their long-term dream is much bigger. If they combine the energy of their supporters, smart recruitment, and Premier League-level organization, Leeds can begin another chapter in their history. The powerhouse has returned. Now comes the hardest part, proving it belongs. Leeds are back among England's biggest clubs, but another promotion winner is preparing for the toughest challenge in football. Next, Burnley, rebuilding after another Premier League return. Burnley know this journey better than almost anyone. Promotion, Premier League survival battles, relegation, rebuild, repeat, but every return to the top flight brings a new challenge. For 2026-27, Burnley are back in the Premier League, looking to prove they are no longer a yo-yo club. The question is simple. Can the Clarets finally establish themselves permanently among England's elite? Burnley have never competed like the richest Premier League clubs. Their success has always come from organization, discipline, and making every advantage count. From Sean Dyche's defensive era to Vincent Kompany's possession-focused championship title-winning side, Burnley have repeatedly shown they can reinvent themselves. Now comes another rebuild under Nicky Hayen. Burnley's latest Premier League challenge comes under Nicky Hayen. His task is different from previous managers. He must combine the defensive toughness required for Premier League survival with enough attacking quality to compete. Promotion is about winning. The Premier League is about surviving difficult moments every week. Burnley's success will likely depend on their ability to stay organized while improving their threat in attack. Key tactical features are defensive structure, compact team shape, quick transitions, physical competitiveness, and set-piece importance. Against financially stronger teams, Burnley cannot afford unnecessary mistakes. Every point will have to be earned. Historically, promoted teams face one major problem: the jump in quality. The margins become smaller. One defensive mistake can decide a match. Burnley's strengths are championship-winning mentality, strong home atmosphere at Turf Moor, experience of Premier League battles, organized team structure, and ability to develop young players. Areas to improve are goal production, creating chances against elite defenses, squad depth, and maintaining intensity over 38 matches. Josh Cullen, the midfield leader. In a relegation fight, midfield control is crucial. Josh Cullen provides energy, leadership, and tactical discipline. Players like Cullen often become the foundation of promoted teams trying to survive. Max Weiss, the goalkeeping future. Goalkeepers can define promoted teams. Max Weiss's ability with the ball and shot-stopping potential make him a key player in Burnley's long-term project. Consistency at Premier League level will be the next challenge. The biggest challenge for 2026. 27 is avoiding the yo-yo cycle. The biggest challenge is not getting promoted. Burnley have done that before. The challenge is staying. Many promoted clubs struggle because the Premier League demands more depth, more quality, and more consistency than the Championship. For decades, Turf Moor has been one of English football's most difficult grounds to visit. That home advantage could be vital. If Burnley can make their stadium a fortress, they give themselves a chance against bigger clubs. Burnley's realistic target will be Premier League survival, but survival would represent progress. The club must continue building a squad capable of competing at this level year after year. The Clarets have returned once again, but this time the mission is different. Not just promotion, not just survival, stability. Burnley are fighting to establish themselves again. Another historic club has spent recent seasons battling adversity and searching for a fresh identity. Next, Wolves, rebuilding the pack. For years, Wolverhampton Wanderers have been one of the Premier League's most unpredictable teams. They have competed in Europe. They have challenged the traditional top six. They have produced outstanding players, but recent seasons have been about survival, rebuilding, and finding a new identity. Now, Wolves enter another important chapter. The question for 2026-27 is clear. Can the Wolves' rebuild become a return to ambition? Wolves' Premier League journey has been remarkable. After years outside the top flight, they returned with a clear identity, disciplined defending, dangerous counterattacks, and smart recruitment. That approach helped them break into European football, but football moves quickly. Key players leave, managers change, and every club must evolve. Wolves' current challenge is creating the next successful era. The modern Wolves project is about finding the balance between their traditional strengths and the demands of modern Premier League football. They need the defensive organization that made them difficult to beat, but also more attacking consistency. Key tactical features are compact defensive structure, quick transitions, aggressive pressing moments, direct attacking play, and using pace in wide areas. Against the Premier League's biggest clubs, Wolves must be efficient. They may not dominate possession, but they must dominate key moments. Wolves' biggest challenge in recent seasons has been consistency. They have shown they can compete with strong teams, but maintaining that level across 38 matches is the next step. Wolves' strengths are strong: Premier League experience, physical and athletic squad profile, dangerous transition football, Molineux atmosphere, and ability to develop talent. Areas to improve are defensive consistency, goal-scoring reliability, squad depth, and avoiding long losing runs. João Gomes, the midfield engine. Modern Premier League midfielders need energy, intelligence, and aggression. João Gomes provides exactly that. His ability to win battles and drive the team forward makes him one of Wolves' most important midfield pieces. José Sá, the experienced presence. Goalkeepers often determine whether tight matches become draws, defeats, or victories. José Sá brings experience and shot-stopping ability, qualities that remain vital during difficult Premier League campaigns. Wolves have traditionally competed through smart recruitment. They have built successful squads by finding talent before it becomes expensive and developing players within a clear system. That model remains important because Wolves cannot compete financially with England's richest clubs. The biggest challenge for 2026-27 is finding a long-term direction. The biggest question for Wolves is not whether they can win individual matches. They can. The question is whether they can build momentum. A successful Premier League club needs a clear identity, consistent recruitment, and stability behind the scenes. Molineux has always been one of Wolves' biggest weapons. The atmosphere creates pressure for opponents and belief for the home team. A strong home record could be the foundation of a successful season. Wolves remain one of the Premier League's most fascinating teams. They have history, passionate supporters, and players capable of producing moments at the highest level. The next step is turning individual quality into team consistency. The pack is rebuilding. The question is whether Wolves can once again hunt with the Premier League's biggest teams. Wolves are searching for a new era. But one of English football's most historic clubs is trying to finally turn years of investment into trophies. And that's every club in the Premier League covered. From title contenders to European hopefuls and relegation candidates, the 2026-27 season has all the ingredients to be one of the most competitive campaigns in recent memory. Now it's your turn. Who wins the Premier League? Which 4 teams qualify for the Champions League? And which 3 clubs are getting relegated? Leave your full predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this complete season preview, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another football fan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.